Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that men's basketball action returns to the Convocation Center on Wednesday, November 15th at 7:30 p.m. The Tusculum Pioneers pay the visit. That's basketball here at the Convocation Center on the campus of the University of South Carolina at Aiken. give away a certificate for 1 month of free Pilates classes at Cub Pilates to the winner of a 45-second free throw competition during halftime of this afternoon's game. To participate in the free throw shootout, please register in the lobby at the free throw shooting competition table. And ladies and gentlemen, USC Aiken and the Peach Belt Conference promote good sportsmanship by our players, our coaches, and our spectators. We ask you to assist us in the following manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, taunting, or any other intimidating actions directed at the players, the coaches, the game officials, or the spectators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. Once again, thank you for your continued support of USC Aiken Athletics, the Peach Belt Conference, and the positive game environment that is the NCAA Division II. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Convocation Center on the campus of the University of South Carolina, Aiken, for this afternoon's basketball game featuring the visiting University of North Carolina Pembroke Braves and your USC Aiken Pacers. Before we introduce the starting lineups, we'd ask you to please rise as we honor America, we honor our veterans, and we honor our military service members who have defended and continue to defend our freedom both at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineup for the UNC Pembroke Braves. A 6'2" junior guard from Southern Pines, North Carolina, wearing number 0, Bradley Haskell. A 6'6" junior guard from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 1, Nigel Lanier. A 6'2" junior guard from Murdoch, North Carolina, number 3, Jawan Carr. A 6'7" sophomore forward from White Plains, New York, number 4, Amari Miller. And a 6'8" redshirt junior forward from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, number 12, Elijah Cobb. The head coach of the Braves, Drew Richards, the assistant coaches, Chris Sauce, Dylan Anderson, Noah Katz, and Michael Dial, and the director of player development, Faison Rock.
I saw him earlier. I didn't know he was with Pembroke. I thought he was just here for a game. I thought I heard it. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Convocation Center on the campus of the University of South Carolina, Aiken for today's men's basketball matchup between the USC Aiken Pacers and the UNC Pembroke Braves. I'm Jordan Phillips alongside Marcus Johnson bringing you the action. Marcus, these two teams both did well last season, looking to get their season started off on the right foot.
Yeah, absolutely. UNC Pembroke, the regular season champions for the Conference Carolinas, coming out, finishing off the year with a 26-4 record. Pacers surprised a lot of people last year, earning the regular season title and #1 overall seed in the Peach Belt tournament with a 24-9 record. And both teams are hungry as they have a lot of unfinished business this season.
Pacers win the opening tip. Newcomer Simeon German with the honors for the Pacers. Tyler Johnson has it. He finds Terry Horn. Horn to Jameel Rideout. A set from the big man. Rideout driving in, stops, loses the ball, and he's going to fall. Going to be a foul on the Braves.
Yeah, Jameel Rideout, a really big performer for that Pacers squad last year. One of the top freshmen in the Peach Belt. Earned Freshman of the Year honors here at USC Aiken for his contributions to that men's team last year.
18 points in the opening contest against Erskine for Rideout, and he'll look to have a similar performance here. Rideout on the inbound. Looking for a man, he finds Horn. Horn trapped in the corner to Johnson. Johnson back to Rideout. Rideout gets it inside. Backing down, turns, fires off the glass, no good. Rebounded by the Braves. That shot from Jalen McCoy. Jawan Carr with it for the Braves, now to Elijah Cobb. Cobb finds Bradley Haskell. Haskell. He's guarded by Horn. He drives in, swiped away at Johnson. Driving at the rim, off the glass and in for Jawan Carr. Rideout now with it for the Pacers. Rideout to Johnson. Johnson stops, steps back, fires. Short, and that'll be out.
Yeah, it's a little short. Tyler Johnson, one of those explosive players for the Pacers. Either he's going to be lighting it up or, in that case, just coming up a tad short.
And the Pacers shooting 48% from three as a team after just one contest. So look to them to increase that total or at least maintain it. Ball's loose, recovered by McCoy. McCoy tips it ahead to Horn.
Good defense in the paint so far. They let him get 1 point there, but it looks pretty solid nonetheless.
Horn spins, he's going to the rim. And a kiss off the glass for Terry Horn.
Now fitting to have last year's first team all-conference selection get the scoring started here at home.
Braves working inside. That's Amari Miller. Miller contested. It looked like it might have gotten tipped by Jalen McCoy, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll go the Pacers' way. Even if it didn't get tipped by McCoy, still tight defense one way or the other to force that miss. And he'll inbound to Rideout.
And McCoy just loves being in the paint, especially when he's on offense.
And McCoy, not the biggest guy, but he plays a lot bigger than he is. He has it at the top of the key. Back to Horn, now to Rideout. The screen from German. He drives in. Rideout fires to the corner for Horn. Horn fires. Way short, but rebounded by Johnson. Off the mark, rebounded by the Braves.
That would have been beautiful. Good defense by Pembroke there.
Pushed ahead, a Euro step, and a big slam for the big man, Elijah Cobb on the finish. Now Jameel Rideout with it. 0-on-0, he drives in, he flips it to Horn, backdoor cut, just couldn't get it away off the fingers. Long pass ahead, once again, and Jalen McCoy is gonna knock it loose, and it'll be Pacer ball.
A lucky break there for the Pacers. Looked like Pembroke was going to come down and get another quick point on a fast break, and Jalen McCoy stepping it up.
Yeah, great transition defense there by Jalen McCoy. He got back down and knocked it out off the hands of Elijah Cobb. Rideout with it again. He's guarded full court by Bradley Haskell. He flips to Tyler Johnson. Johnson to Horn. Horn stops, feeds it inside to McCoy. McCoy turns. He drives, backing down in the post, turns, fires, and a little jump hook basket for Jalen McCoy.
And that is something that Jalen McCoy does best, just fighting for every inch and then dropping it in with that sweet left.
He loves that jump hook, and it loves him too so far. And a reach-in foul called on the big man, Simeon German.
Steven German, kind of the heir apparent to Samba Engie from last year. Samba, the one of only 2 players that this Pacers squad lost from their PBC championship team.
Yeah, a lot of continuity, a nice cut to the basket, feed, and German is there for the rebound off the swipe from Johnson. Right out, the screen from German. Right out, drives. He's looking for somebody to pass off to. He finds Horn. Pacers slowing things down now. Big mismatch down low. Right out fires the 3 off the front of the rim. And the Pacers had a huge mismatch with German down in the paint, but couldn't find him. Long pass ahead and an easy finish for Elijah Cobb.
Elijah Cobb, their leading scorer, 44 points on the season coming into today's game against some really tough opponents.
Yeah, the Braves coming into today's match 1-2, but don't let that fool you. German has it down low. He's guarded by McCaskill, and a foul. That'll be a block going against Bradley Haskell.
Maybe a little bit of a generous call there. Might have been a little pushing, a little shoving, but Pacers will take advantage of the call.
And that's going to bring in our first substitutions of the game as Rajon Blackwell and Dwight Kennedy Jr. come on for the Pacers. And joining the action for the Braves will be Jamarvius Jones.
Kind of going back to what you were saying, though, with Pembroke only 1-2. 2 of their 3 games have been against top 25 opponents, and they're 1-1.
Kennedy has it. He finds Blackwell. Blackwell puts it on the floor, trying to get it to the corner. It's going to go out off a Braves. So a scramble there goes the way of the Pacers.
That ball pinballed around a little too much.
A lot of bouncing around there as we have our first media timeout. 6-4 your score. Pembroke on top here from the Convocation Center. Welcome back, everyone. Today's matchup presented by Tyler's Tire. Tyler's Tire has been serving the community for a long time. For any of your vehicle needs, go to Tyler's Tire and Auto Center. Tell them USC Aiken Athletics sent you. 6-4 score here. UNC Pembroke Braves on top. The Pacers have possession out of the timeout. Blackwell finds McCoy down low. Back to Blackwell. Blackwell tried to find German, but miscommunication there. And German had his back turned, and the ball goes out. It'll be Brave ball now.
Hey, German just not paying attention there. Had the ball coming right to him. He was on the cover.
Braves with it. Haskell flips to Javante Waverly. Waverly feeds it down low to Cobb. The 3 ball off the mark from Haskell. Rebounded by the Braves, and a foul. That'll be a blocking foul going against the Pacers. That's Dwight Kennedy Jr.'s first foul of the game. So the Braves will inbound under their own basket, and another foul. That one's going to go against Rajon Blackwell.
Well, the new guys getting their names called very early here. Not in the best way, though.
Corner 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Cobb. He goes up big. Another corner 3. This one's good off the hands of Jamarvius Jones.
And Pacers giving them 3 chances there to try to make 3. Can't do that against a number 8 team like that.
Absolutely. Blackwell has it. He flips it right out. Right out to Blackwell. Blackwell drives, Blackwell fires, and he'll be fouled. That's going to be Bradley Haskell on the foul. His second of the match. He'll probably take some time off here. Blackwell nails the first. Jedlet Delva, Terry Horn on the floor for the Pacers now. And coming on for the Braves, Jawan Carter and Nigel Verdier.
Jedlet Delva, the Pacers, he was one of those players that really started to grow as the season went on, got better and better, and found himself playing with a lot more playing time, especially in the postseason.
And like you mentioned, they're going to need that as that drops. They're going to need to replace the production from Samba Njai. So now, 9-6 score. Cobb has it to the corner. Driving all the way around. Finds Carr again. Delva on the defense to the corner. And he stepped out. That'll be Pacer ball. Solid defense that time by the Pacers.
Learning from their mistakes before. Don't give them 3 chances.
Absolutely. Right out, guarded the whole way by Jawan Carr. Carr finds Blackwell. Blackwell feeds it inside to McCoy. McCoy backing down. We know what he's about to do here. Fires that jump hook off the front of the iron. Rebound from Nigel Verdier.
The Pacers just looking a little bit off right now. It's early in the season. They're just trying to find their footing, get their tempo back.
Verdier feeds it inside. Just off the mark. Race for the ball. It's on the floor. McCoy gets it and a foul. That's Verdier on the foul. Now McCoy will inbound. Once again, Jawan Carr. Now, that's going to bring Devin Evans on. He'll come on in relief of Jalen McCoy. Right out with it.
And Evans, a redshirt senior out of Omaha, Nebraska. One of the newer additions.
Right out. Tried to flip it to Horn. Off the mark on the pass. So another turnover. Another turnover for the Pacers. Gives it back to the Braves for free. Carr with it now. He's going to bring it up. Carr to Jones. Jones back to Carr. Carr drives, loses a handle. He's trapped down low, flips it out. Verdier flips it to the corner. The 3 ball. Off the mark. Rebounded by Delva.
Big win there by Delva getting the rebound. Pembroke has been dominating in that part of the court.
Right out, wanted the 3 ball there, but picks it up, loses the handle. It's going to be out. Another turnover. Pacers costing themselves big here as Demetrius Dixon checks in for the Pacers. Right out will take a seat.
And back-to-back possessions where they just turn it over without even getting a shot off. And they're still only within 3, though. So far, they've been lucky. We'll see if that lasts.
Done a good job limiting the damage on the defensive end. Just going to need to get a few better looks on offense. Horn is guarding Jones. Jones flips it back. Long 3 off the mark. Rebound for Evans. Horn, he's guarded by Waverly to Dixon. Dixon slowing things down a little bit now. Flips to Evans. Evans to Horn. Horn back to Dixon. The screen from Delva. Dixon passes to Horn. Horn takes a long 2, and he finds the basket.
The way to settle things down there, just take your time, knock the shot back.
Nice little long 2-pointer from Terry Horn there. Dixon, known for his defense, does a good job there, but a backdoor cut. He catches Rajon Blackwell taking a nap down low. Blackwell has it. He flips it back to Horn. Nearly another turnover there, but Horn maintains possession. Evans with it. Now to Horn again. Horn to Dixon. Dixon flips to Evans, to Horn. Horn to Dixon again. Dixon fires for three. Hand in his face. Off the glass and in.
Banking hours on the weekend.
Absolutely. 11 all now off the three ball from Dixon.
And that first three ball the Pacers managed to drain, and it was a beauty.
Evans. He's guarding Verdier. Verdier to Carr. Carr drives in. The corner three falls. Well defended. But Jamarvius Jones found his mark. Braves loving that corner early. Haven't gotten a lot of shots there, but they're taking them. Dixon has it now. Dixon flips to Horn. Horn thought about it. Slowing down, he stops. Breaking him down, drives in, two shot, off, and it's good.
Good awareness by Horn, seeing the three wasn't there, electing to take the two. Better to get the points than get nothing.
2-point jump shot brings the Pacers within one. Amari Miller with it. Flips to Carr. Dixon on defense. It's Jones again. Jones drives this time. Flips it back. Long pass to Verdier. Verdier guarded by Evans. He drives. Takes the shot. And he finds it in. Rolling in.
Not entirely sure how he got that one off. I thought he was already well past the basket when he let that one go.
He just came back and made the finish. And it's good. 16-13 now. Dixon to Horn. Horn back to Blackwell. Now Dixon has it again. Dixon to Blackwell. The screen from Evans. Blackwell loses the handle, and it's loose, and it's recovered by the Braves. Horn is there. He flips it. It's going to be out off of Horn, but he does disrupt the fast break. And that brings us to our second full media timeout. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment. 16-13 your score.
And just a reminder, there's a chance to sign up still for the Pilates Fitness Club free throw competition during halftime of this afternoon's game. Sign up is out in the front lobby. During the timeout, checking in the lineup for the Braves was Bradley Haskell. Checking in for the Pacers, number 3, Tyler Johnson.
Welcome back, everyone. Today's contest is presented by Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. Home, auto, or life insurance, contact Hudson Etheridge Companies Auto Owners Insurance here in Aiken. Get a quote from the best in the business. Tell them USC Aiken Athletics sent you over. 16-13 score, UNC Pembroke on top.
Pacers having some trouble getting the ball into the paint like they like to last year. Just a couple of miscommunications there. Jalen McCoy only managing one basket underneath.
Low scoring affair so far for both teams. Big pass inside, but a foul. That was the big man soaring through the air. Elijah Cobb nearly had the finish, but the Pacers with the foul, they'll send him to the line. Cobb off the mark on the first. The foul was worth it for the Pacers.
Just about to say that good foul to take, only limit the damage to potentially one now.
Short break for Delva. He comes back on. It's a 1 of 2 trip for the Braves that time. Evans inbounds to Johnson, who's back on the floor now. Johnson to Evans. Evans to Dixon. Dixon running things now. Finds Horn. Dixon to Johnson. Johnson to Dixon. Thought about it. Pulls it back down. Dixon. Horn. Horn double team. It'll be out off a Brave, so it'll stay with the Pacers. 9 on the shot clock. That brings Jalen McCoy back on the floor.
And Pembroke doing a good job locking down the arc there. Pacers definitely wanting to go for that three, try to get some momentum back. Braves not letting them get any.
And doing a great job of limiting damage inside. Dixon flips it to Johnson. 8 on the shot clock. Corner three for Johnson. And he finds the basket.
Like I said, Johnson's explosive, and right there you see an example.
Great shot there, falling away in the corner. Brings the Pacers within 1. Dixon now on defense. Bradley Haskell blows by, but the Pacers able to make up for it. Drive inside, and a foul. That's going to go against Delva, and it'll send Verdier to the line.
They might be bringing Verdier out. He went down pretty hard, and I know the NCAA has been getting extra precautious about head injuries, and I think his head hit the floor.
He will come off the floor. That's going to bring on Dallas Gardner. So let's say the foul was on the floor, so no free throws. Inbound goes to Cobb. Cobb, Haskell with it now. Tipped in the air and out. It'll be Brave ball. Waverly to inbound for the Braves. Waverly to the corner for Haskell. Dixon on Haskell and a push off.
Good defensive stand there for the Pacers and getting it and able to draw a foul for their effort too.
A little too active with the hands there. Bradley Haskell. So 17-16, Pacers can take the lead here. Dixon, he's bringing it up. Cobb guarding the whole way. Jalen McCoy has it. He's guarded by Cobb, turns, the jump hook, and he finds the basket.
Another beauty by Jalen McCoy.
That jump hook is his bread and butter, and you see why right there. He takes the lead for the Pacers. Johnson tried to get in the way of that pass. Gardner to Cobb. Carr with it now. Carr guarded by Dixon, the screen. McCoy switched on. Horn off the mark on the jumper. And the Braves come down with it, and it's going to be a foul.
You're going to get Chidla Delva on this foul.
That's his second. Evans and Rideout checking in for the Pacers.
A lot more mix and matching by Coach Vanderslice so far. Last year he tended to have guys out there for longer periods.
Trying to keep fresh legs for guys going into this is going to be a long game. Marathon, not a sprint. Diving for the ball is Johnson. He finds Evans. Evans leaps and finishes with the flush. 2017.
That was a beautiful play, but we have a down player for Pembroke, and it does not look good.
So we're going to take a break while the trainers tend to him, and we'll be back in just a moment.
UNC Pembroke was Jamarius Jones.
Welcome back, everyone. 2017 your score. The Pacers on top of the Braves of UNC Pembroke. But it will be Brave ball out of the timeout.
Well, the good news is Dallas Gardner able to get off. They're attending to him on the bench. They haven't taken him out of the arena, which is a very good sign.
And an offensive foul called against Jawan Carr. No, they'll say Elijah Cobb is credited with that foul. I thought it might have been a push-off by Carr, but either way, Rideout will take the inbound for the Pacers. The Pacers looking to get their biggest lead of the game. Jalen McCoy has it. Evans flips to Horn. Horn stops, hesitates, and rims out. But flying in for the rebound. Well, it won't be a rebound, but it will be a foul, and it will be Pacer ball.
Yeah, Horn, I don't think he realized he had as much time as he did, kind of with a little stutter step there. Almost got called for a travel.
Hesitated just a little bit too much. Didn't get a clean look on it. Rideout flips to Johnson. Johnson back to Rideout. Rideout long two. Finds the basket. 22-17. Evans has it. Evans on defense. Cobb to Carr. Carr. It's going to be a foul on Terry Horn.
Well, now both of the top scorers for the teams each have a foul under their belt.
So Carr will shoot two. Yeah, it was a 1-and-1, and he's off on the first. Pass ahead to Rideout. Rideout drives. He stopped. Horn backing down. Turns, fades, off the mark. Rebounded by the Braves.
Horn tried to turn into Jalen McCoy the way he was backing into the paint like that.
A little fader doesn't find home. Waverly flips to Cobb, and Cobb finishes. 7 points on the game for Cobb. Evans with it. Evans to Rideout. Rideout drives. He has a clean lane. Oh, and he just missed at the rim.
A little too light of a touch there.
Off the mark on the three. And out of bounds, it'll go the way of the Pacers.
So really good news for the Braves there. I just looked over at their bench, and Gardner has returned. He's sitting down. He doesn't have anything wrapped around his leg, so whatever happened, it was just very painful, but it doesn't look like it's going to impact him too much, hopefully.
Well, that's good. Rideout now. Finds Johnson to Evans. Evans back to Rideout. Rideout to Horn. Horn trap to Evans. Evans, the three ball, off the mark.
A little too much juice there.
Too strong on that one. It's Carr. Drives in. Look for a man to cut. And then pass is intercepted by Johnson. Johnson drives ahead, and he'll be fouled.
Tyler Johnson, definitely a steal specialist for this team. He's got a unique ability to just be in somebody's blind spot just at the right time.
Yeah, made a great play on that pass to get into the passing lane and make the turnover.
And looks like he'll get a trip to the line, too, for two.
He will. Sinks the first. 2 for 2 for Tyler Johnson.
6 of 7 on the year from the charity stripe for Johnson. A good start.
And a 5-point lead now for the Pacers. Three-pointer for Jones, way off, doesn't even hit the rim, but a foul. It's going to go against Terry Horn. So both teams in the bonus now. Off the front of the rim for Waverly.
I would say it was a good foul to take, but the problem is you just took Terry Horn off the floor there with his second foul.
And a 1 for 2 trip to the line for Waverly. As you mentioned, only 5 minutes left in the first half, so he won't be off the floor for too much longer. McCoy to Blackwell. Blackwell, he's driving. Corner, Tyler Johnson steps back, off the iron, and a rebound for Waverly. Waverly, he's stopped by Johnson, flips inside, it's loose, and recovered by Evans. Evans pushing the pace now to right out, drives, right out, finishes off the glass. 26-20, a 6-point lead, the largest for the Pacers today. Cobb with it, he's guarded by Evans. Carr, nice move to lose right out, and he finishes off the glass. Right out now, drives, the screen from Evans, frees him up. Right out, he's trapped down low, but he backs it out. McCoy with it now, 8 seconds on the clock. Blackwell to right out drives, 3 to shoot. Loses the handle, and it's going to be a shot clock violation.
Taking too long trying to set up right there. You need to be a little more aware of where the clock is.
Yeah, good defense there. And another full media timeout on the floor. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, our contestants for the halftime free throw shooting contest are Carson Stroman and Michael Parrish. And we'll have you come down at the beginning of halftime and meet.
Welcome back, everyone. 3:45 left in the first half, 26-22 your score. The Pacers on top of the UNC Pembroke Braves. The Braves have it.
It's been a real back and forth affair so far of each team with some explosive offense, fast breaks and all.
Pacers starting to settle in on the offensive end, as you mentioned. But both teams getting good looks. Carr has it. He works it inside to Cobb. And a whistle. It's going to be a foul on Jamil Rideout. So a trip to the line. That'll be Amari Miller. 1-and-1 opportunity. He misses. Evans with the rebound.
Another good break for the Pacers there. Another missed opportunity for Pembroke, and that could come back to bite them.
Johnson has it. He feeds it inside to Jalen McCoy. He's backing down on Cobb. Tried to finish off the glass, couldn't get it. Evans went up for it, but rebounded by Miller. Waverly flips to Miller. Guarded by McCoy to Carr. Carr drives in on Blackwell. He stops, loses him, and gets it in off the bounce. Right out. Finds Blackwell. Back to right out to Johnson. Johnson to Evans. Back to right out. Right out to McCoy. McCoy turns. Jump hook off the mark. Rims out.
And McCoy hurrying that shot there. I don't think he really wanted to.
A takeaway, though, for the Pacers. Johnson loses the handle. Evans is there to back him up. Evans fires off the mark, missing everything. Now a fast break for the Braves. A 3-ball. Rims out. Rebounded by Evans.
The Pacers need to slow down the tempo just a little bit here. Get back on track.
And they won't do it, but there will be a whistle. That's going to send right out to the line. That's Jawan Carter.
Checking in at number 2, number 13, that's Dallas Gardner and Tyreek McCown. At the line for one of the bonuses, Jamil Ryder.
Right out knocks down the first. Two for two, Jamil Rideout. 4-point lead now for the Pacers.
Good trip to the line, picking up those free points.
Rideout will guard Carr. Carr directing traffic. Finds Cobb. Evans on Cobb. Path to the basket blocked by Jalen McCoy. That was Gardner. No shot, foul on the floor. Evans thought he had a jump ball, but that's on Evans. But again, foul on the floor, so a 1-and-1 here. That's going to send Jawan Carr to the line as he sinks the first. Two for two for Jawan Carr.
Gets him up to 8 points so far, leading scorer on the floor right now.
Right out. Johnson flips to Evans. Evans back to Johnson. Johnson turns. Little fade away. Short.
Pacers are rushing their shots right now, something they don't need to do.
Carr, free path to the basket and a smooth finish. Going up and under for that one. Tie game. And a reach and foul on Dallas Gardner.
Fouls on number 2, Dallas Gardner. That's his first. That's his team's 9th. At the line, shooting
Another foul here. Both teams sloppy on the defensive end. 19 total fouls, 10 for the Pacers, 9 for the Braves.
With all these fast breaks, it's really not that surprising. You know, you get the fast break, you're just trying to reach in there, trying to make a desperate stop.
As Rideout knocks down the first shot. And he'll go 2 for 2 there. 1 minute left to go in the half. Tarr has it. He finds it inside to Cobb. Cobb backing down Evans. Evans staying strong there. Gardner now with it. Gardner spins, fires, and finishes.
Braves doing a really good job of just weaving their way through the paint, getting through the defense.
And a timeout taken by the Pacers. 30-30 score right now. Pacers doing a good job on offense, but need to get a few more stops on defense.
Yeah, and if I'm the Pacers here, I'm going to be eating up as much of that clock as I can. Really take your time, get your shot off. Last few possessions, they've been rushing it. And in a couple situations, they didn't really have a choice. But that last possession, there was no need to take a shot as quickly as they did. Settle things down, set up your play, and then make it happen.
And it'll be interesting to see if the Pacers go for the 2-for-1 opportunity here. You score here and you get a stop on defense, you get another shot at it before the clock expires, or maybe they'll slow things down like you said. We'll be seeing that shortly as the teams are getting ready to come back out on the floor. Again, 30-30 your score, 43 seconds left in the first half. A competitive first half for both teams.
I'm not too surprised. Again, Pembroke coming into this matchup ranked 8th in the country. Pacers receiving votes in the NCAA tournament, but in my personal unbiased opinion, they should definitely be a top 25 team.
So Rideout will have it, and he starts to run. To McCoy. Now to Blackwell. Now Rideout has it. Rideout launches a long three and rims out, but a rebound by Johnson. Blocked off the glass. Great defensive stop there, and the shot clock is off. Long pass ahead. Amazed Johnson didn't get called for a foul there. But a foul will be called as Carr's three rims out. That's Jameel Rideout on the foul.
And bad foul to take. They didn't make the three. Momentum could be on your side, but if they knock down all of these free throws, changes the attitude completely going into the half.
They'll definitely make one. Make two.
Checking in for the Pacers, number 30, Demetrius Dixon.
Three for three from the line. So the Pacers down three now with 11 seconds before the half. Inbound to Dixon. 10 seconds left. Dixon has it. He's guarded by Carr. Dixon flips it towards the basket. It's McCoy. He's blocked. And it'll be out off of Evans. The interior defense of the Braves suffocating right now for the Pacers.
And they're really shutting down McCoy. Their scouting report must have said shut him down because he will bury us alive if he gets under the basket. And so far they've been very effective.
And another timeout taken. So it'll be interesting to see what the Braves do here. They're 33-30. They got a chance. If you get a long inbound, you can have a shot at taking a 6-point lead into the half.
And that would really hurt the Pacers. They need to make sure they lock it down here.
And would be not very indicative of what has gone on in this first half. It's been a very close half. They're going down multiple possessions at halftime would not be ideal for the Pacers. 33-30 your score. Both teams, again, playing well on the offensive end, but sloppily defensively. The Braves starting to clean some things up, especially inside. Pacers going to have to make those same adjustments as the teams get back on the floor here. And the Pacers going big here with Delva and Evans on the floor. Long pass ahead and tipped away. So we will head into half. 33-30 your score. The Braves on top of the Pacers. We'll take 15 minutes and we'll be back with the second half.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to have Carson Stroman and Michael Parrish make their way down to the court for the free throw shooting contest. But before that, let's introduce the USC Aiken Spirit Squad. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready for our free throw competition. It's a 45-second competition, and the winner will get a certificate for 1 month of free Pilates classes at Club Pilates. And our competitors are ready. The clock is ready. And go! The winner is Michael Parrish, a month's worth of Pilates. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this time we'd like to recognize and honor our veterans who are here with us at the game today, and we'd ask them to please rise. once again, thanks to our veterans who have served us and are the reason we are able to do what we can do in the United States. And ladies and gentlemen, here are your halftime stats. Leading the way for UNC Pembroke with 13 points is Jawan Carr. Javante Waverly has 5 rebounds and 8 points to Jamarius Jones. For the Pacers, Jameel Rideout has 8 points. Terry Horn has 6 points. And leading the way off the board is Devin Evans with 4 rebounds. And that's your halftime stats brought to you by Aiken Flooring. For all your flooring needs, remember to call Aiken Flooring, and you can stand on us. And just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, that basketball action returns here to the Convocation Center on Wednesday night, November 15th. The Tusculum Pioneers pay a visit to the Pacers home court. 7:30 p.m. is the tip-off. That's Pacer basketball here at the Convocation Center.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second half about to get underway, but before we get that, let's get to our South Carolina Education Lottery first half stats. Well, some stats of note. The leading scorer for the Pacers was Jameel Rideout with 8 points, followed by Terry Horn 6. On the Pembroke side of things, it was Jawan Carter with 13, and then Jamarius Jones picking up 8 points in total.
And the Pacers perfect from the free throw line, so they'll have to keep up that, but they want to get their volume increased a little bit. Only 8 points from the free throw as the Braves get things started here in the second half with an easy lay-in on.
And both teams also with very different styles of defense. The Braves working with 20 total rebounds as a team. Pacers only 12 in the contest so far, but USC Aiken has managed 6 steals to the Braves 1.
And a quick turnover for the Pacers. Carr has it for the Braves. Carr flips to Haskell. Haskell back to Carr. Back to Haskell. The three off the mark. Rebounded by McCoy. McCoy running now.
Yeah, Pacers really need him to start really lighting it up. Drawing a foul definitely helps.
And a foul on the big man, Elijah Cobb. Jameel Rideout to inbound. He finds Horn. Horn to Johnson. Johnson to Rideout. It's going to be out off a Rideout. 2 back-to-back turnovers for the Pacers to start things off.
Well, the Pacers only had 5 turnovers coming out of halftime, but now all the way back up to 7. And almost dead even with the Braves.
Yeah, the turnovers coming in bunches for the Pacers right now. As Carr and a foul. That's on Jameel Rideout. That's his third. Cobb with it now. Off the inbound, he's guarded by German. Gets his way inside and a foul called. That's going to go against German.
Pacers starting to deal with a little bit of foul trouble now early on in the second half. Not a good sign.
Yeah, both teams were in the bonus before pretty much the halfway point of the first half. So a lot of quick whistle here for both teams. Rideout guards Carr. That's going to be swatted and rebounded by Horn. Horn pushes it ahead to Johnson. Johnson drives and misses on the breakaway.
And it's not the first time they've done that either, where they've gone under the basket and just can't get anything to drop.
McCoy backing down, an easy finish. That was a tough shot from Amari Miller. He had 2 hands in his face and still managed to find the basket. 37-30 now for the Braves. Horn has it. He flips to Rideout. Gets the screen from German. Rideout fires from the free throw line, off the mark. And the rebound to Nigel Verdier. Verdier to McCaskill, to Carr. Carr drives. And a foul and 1. So a 3-point play opportunity off the foul. That's going to go against Jalen McCoy. Chedlet Delva will check in now for German. And luckily for the Pacers, off the mark on the free throw. Rebounded by Terry Horn. A 9-point lead now for the Braves. Rideout has it. Now to Johnson. Johnson works it inside to McCoy. McCoy backing down. Turns. The jump hook, and it's good. And a timeout taken.
That's a good timeout by Coach Vanderslice. Looked like Pembroke, the Braves were getting a little bit of the advantage on the Pacers, really starting to move away with the lead, but time to settle things down.
Slowing things down and a timeout. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen,
welcome back, everyone. Today's contest presented by Innovative Solutions. For all your printing or design needs, go to Innovative Solutions. Whether it's branding for your businesses, logos, embroidered signs, gifts, Innovative Solutions has the answers for your needs. Just tell them USC Aiken Athletics sent you over. 39-32 score. The Pacers trailing by 7. It'll be Brave ball. Carr will bring it up. McCaskill with it now. To the corner. It's Verdier. Verdier shot with his hand in his face. Both Pacers went up for the rebound, couldn't find it. To the corner, it's Haskell. Haskell fires, and he finds the shot. A corner three for Bradley Haskell. Johnson with it. He finds Delva. Delva to right out. Haskell tried to poke it free. Horn with it now. Horn turns. Loses the ball, but a foul.
And not a lot of opportunities there for Horn to do anything but just try to draw that foul.
And Pacers need him to get going offensively. Sitting at 6 points right now.
Yeah, Braves doing a really good job of just keeping the Pacers from converting from the field.
This Horn knocks down the first free throw. Two for two there for Horn. So the Braves lead is cut to 9. Carr with it. Brings it up the floor. He's met by Blackwell. The corner for Haskell. Haskell drives the screen from Cobb. Cobb matched up on Jamil Rideout. Flips it out. And Pacers wanted to travel. I think they might have had a justification there, but Terry Horn gets the rebound either way. Horn drives and finishes off the glass. And just as I said, they need to get him going. 4 quick points for Terry Horn.
And that's not too surprising. There were a few games last year where Terry was held to under 10 points in the first half, and this would explode in the second half with production.
But a defensive lapse there allows Haskell to get a quick 2, and Terry Horn moving it again. Horn drives. Horn off the glass, misses. McCoy with it, goes back up strong and gets the finish.
It's always a good 1-2 punch, Terry Horn and Jalen McCoy. And again, if they start going, this game turns into a real battle.
Need to stop right now. Carr with it. He works it inside to Cobb. Cobb. Blackwell, good defense there. Nobody home. Johnson gets the ball, a chance to redeem himself. Pulls up, rejected, but Blackwell is right there behind him and finishes. Great job.
Man, heads up play there by Blackwell to get down there in time to recover the block.
That was a great job to follow the play by Blackwell. And the Pacer crowd coming alive now. Haskell with it. He's guarded by Rideout. Haskell drives. Rideout's there. The fake and the finish for Haskell. And a timeout taken.
It's the Braves' turn to try to stall the Pacers out this time. All of a sudden, the Pacers have woken up.
That is a full media timeout. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment. 46-40 your score.
Profanity, racial, or sexist comments will not be tolerated.
Welcome back, everyone. 46-40 your score. The Pacers on top, or excuse me, the Braves on top here. But the Pacers have possession. Pacers getting things going offensively, but can't seem to get a stop right now. Jamil Rideout, he's going to be guarded by Dallas Gardner. Gardner, Horn with it now. Back to Rideout. Gardner poked that one away. Rideout drives, and Rideout's going to be fouled. So that will send Jamil Rideout to the line.
This will be his third trip to the line.
And the first miss from the free throw line for the Pacers of the day.
And, you know, I'm glad I didn't jinx it. It just let everybody know it happened naturally. I was almost going to read it off.
It did come to mind, but Rideout will get a second shot here. And he finishes that one. 46-41 now. 5-point lead for the Braves as they bring it up. It's Javante Waverly. He flips it to Verdier. Verdier guarded by Horn. Verdier loses the handle but stays in bounds. Verdier pulls up. Too strong. McCoy with the rebound.
Pacers finally getting that much-needed stop.
McCoy drives. McCoy turns, fires, and finishes over the big man.
Now McCoy's starting to turn it on a little bit here.
3-point lead for the Braves. Haskell has it. Haskell and a foul. That's going to go against Blackwell. The redshirt sophomore from Baldwin, New York. His second foul of the contest, and that's going to bring on Devin Evans.
Interesting move here to bring in Evans as McCoy's starting to heat up a little bit.
Haskell the corner. Haskell finishes. His shot, he loves that corner. Pushing it ahead, Blackwell drives, and a foul on the floor. right out with the inbound. Tried to get it to Evans. It's tipped, and it's going to be recovered by the Braves. Evans gets back and a foul. Careless mistake there by the Pacers.
Yeah, couldn't have come at a worse time either. Pacers really starting to get momentum, and now a lot of it is dissipated.
Amari Miller off the mark with the first. That brings on Demetrius Dixon. No, 1 for 2 trip for Miller. That's going to bring on German. Simeon German on for Devin Evans. Inbound. Johnson with it now. Pacers need to get it across. They do. Dixon has it. Dixon setting up. Screen from German. Switch. Dixon across to Johnson. Johnson finishes through contact and one. Big finish there for Tyler Johnson. He had 4 men hanging on his ankles as he got that one up.
Yeah, Braves playing very aggressive from one end to the other there. The full court press trying to hold the Pacers off. And then Johnson able to fight his way through. This could be a big play.
Johnson completes the 3-point play for the Pacers. 4-point lead for the Braves.
And that just gets them right back into striking distance. It's now just technically a one-possession game.
Waverly with it. Wanted the switch, didn't get it. Dixon's still on him. The inbound, and it's out of bounds, and it'll go to the way of the Pacers. Great defense there by Demetrius Dixon, keeping Waverly in check. Haskell, tough defense there. Dixon crosses half court. He's all over him there. Dixon to Johnson. Johnson drives. And foul, or travel, excuse me.
End result is the same, foul, travel, or what would have been a steal.
Turnover for the Pacers. Sends it back to the Braves.
In a way, actually, a lucky break that he got called for the travel, because that probably would have been an easy steal and score, and they let that play continue.
So German comes off, McCoy comes back on. Pacers going very small right now. Jalen McCoy playing the role of the 5.
Like you said, McCoy can play above his height.
And a steal by Terry Horn, and a free path to the basket, and a big finish for Terry Horn. Brings it within 2. And that's why you go small. You want to get that. You want to get the ability to run in transition, and that's exactly what happened for the Pacers right there. McCoy, tight defense on Cobb. Johnson to Carr. To the corner for Carr. Carr spins, drives, and finishes. Dixon picked up full court by Carr. Dixon slowing things down now. To Horn. Horn to Johnson. Johnson to Dixon. Dixon to Horn. Horn drives. The up and under, the foul, and 1 for Terry Horn.
Terry Horn just so smooth moving through the defense like that. And even getting fouled, still able to drop it in with almost no effort.
With the little rock the baby, the cradle and finish, and a timeout taken. We'll come back with that free throw opportunity. 52-50 your score. Welcome back, everyone. Today's matchup presented by Aiken Flooring. For all your flooring needs, remember to call Aiken Flooring. You can stand on us. Terry Horn at the free throw line for the Pacers. Chance to convert a three-point play here for Horn. And he will do so. Braves lead is cut to 1 now. Pacers still with the small ball lineup out there. Dixon. Johnson reaches for the steal, didn't get it. Haskell drives to the corner. Carr off the mark. Haskell with a three now. Off the mark, rebounded by Horn. Lucky break for the Pacers there. He was wide open.
Well, like they drew it up, they didn't give him that third chance.
Johnson has it. Long pass to Dixon in the corner. To Blackwell. Blackwell drives, flips to the corner. Dixon. Dixon drives, fires, hook, off the mark, rebound for the Braves. Carr with it. Dixon on Carr. And a foul. That's going to go against Jalen McCoy. Pacers don't like that. And say he hit the wrist going for the swipe. So that sends Amari Miller to the line.
Only his second trip of the afternoon.
And he knocks down the first. Brings Jamil Wright out on the floor for Dixon. Two for two and a timeout. Excuse me, a substitution whistle. That's going to bring on Nigel Verdier for the Braves. Blackwell with it now for the Pacers. Rajon Blackwell moves it up, crosses half court. To McCoy. McCoy drives, loses the ball, but Blackwell is right there to pick it up. Blackwell slows down, looks for help, and he finds it. Terry Horn is there. 10 on the shot clock. Horn with it. Horn drives. Horn turns, fires. Short. Ball is rebounded. Jamil Wright out in transition. Carr off the mark. Rebound by Horn. Another lucky break for the Pacers there, but good transition defense to make that play tough. Johnson has it. And a whistle. And a charge. That puts the Braves in the bonus.
Yeah, once again, only just a little bit past the halfway mark of the half, and one team's in the bonus, the other team's about to be.
Yeah, one foul away from the bonus are the Pacers. Just both teams playing sloppy on the defensive end. Delva's going to check in. Pacers adding a little bit of size now. That's the trade-off when you go small. You can run a little bit better, but things are a little bit tougher to get those rebounds and get that presence inside. So Haskell will bring it up now. McCoy. Guarding Verdier. Haskell drives. Haskell rejected by Delva, but the rebound is there. No whistle there. Lucky break for the Pacers. Pull up. Off the mark. Delva tips it to McCoy, and the Pacers have possession.
Well, there's that height difference there with Delva out there knocking away some chances.
Yeah, a little tip-out rebound there for Delva. And he'll set the screen. Right out goes around it. Right out. Down low. Back to Blackwell. Blackwell, hand in his face. Long three, no good. And rebounded. by the Braves. Right out Doe for the steal, couldn't get it. It's off a horn. And shot clock issue there. And that's going to bring on Amari Miller. So Haskell will have it. To Carr. Carr circles, hands it off. Inside to the corner. Horn guarding Carr. The three. Way short, rebounded by the Pacers. Horn has it. And a foul. Blocking foul going against the Braves. That'll put the Pacers in the bonus now.
Foul on number 3 to Carr. That's his third.
That sends Horn to the line. Off the mark. So 3-point lead remains for the Braves. They drive. Cobb, the corner. Haskell has it. He flips it back to Cobb. Cobb to Carr. Carr nearly loses the handle but maintains. Trap down low to Cobb. Cobb drives, head of steam, flips it off, and drops it in. 5-point lead now. Blackwell with it. Blackwell inside to McCoy. McCoy driving, backing down, turns, fires. Off the mark, Delva. Couldn't get the rebound, but it's off a Brave, so it'll stay with the Pacers. And that brings us to our full media timeout. We will take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
During the timeout, substituting into the UNC Pembroke lineup is number 10, Javante Waverly. Back on the court for the Pacers will be number 3, Tyler Johnson.
Welcome back in, everyone. 7:19 left to go in the game. 56-51, UNC Pembroke leading over the USC Aiken Pacers. Both teams in the bonus. Pacers will have it underneath their own basket. Right out on the inbound. Needs to find somebody. And a 5-second violation. Another costly turnover for the Pacers. So the Pacers got the second chance opportunity, but a turnover sends it right back to the Braves. Verdier with it. Verdier on the much smaller Blackwell, but he finds Haskell. Haskell trapped. Feeds it inside to Cobb. He's off the mark. A rare miss from that distance for Cobb, and it's rebounded by Delva. Now Horn with it. Horn the handoff. Johnson with it now. Johnson back to Horn. Back to Rideout. Delva sets the screen. It's loose, but Rideout is there. Haskell feeling it. Set the pick. Flips to Johnson. Johnson, the three off the step back, and drains it in the face of the big man, Cobb.
Pembroke locking things down, almost making the Pacers take too quick of a shot there with the clock winding down.
Now Haskell did a great job of locking down Rideout. They feed it inside. And a jump ball. Possession arrow the way of the Pacers. Smart play defensively there by Blackwell.
Yeah, Blackwell really doing some good work here. In position for a couple of key rebounds, and now with that turnover there, really giving the Pacers a chance.
Yeah, heads up play by Blackwell there. For the Pacers with a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Rideout has it. Rideout to Johnson, to Horn. To McCoy. McCoy backing down, inside, turns. The jump hook, no good. Rebound. Blackwell tried to flip it back inside, but so Cobb has it down low. He flips to the cut man for Deere, and a foul. Big scrum there in the middle. But things settling down now.
Again, these two teams have been very aggressive, and I'm surprised it's taken this long for some chirping to begin.
So Nigel Verdier at the free throw line. He drains the first. And a 2-for-2 trip. So a 4-point lead now for the Braves. McCoy has it to Horn, the screen. Horn back, takes it back out. Horn drives on the big man, gets him off his feet. No shot, foul on the floor. But either way, it'll send a Pacer to the line. That's going to be Terry Horn.
Fouls on number 12, Elijah Cobb. That's his third, it's the team's eighth. Terry Horn in line for one bonus.
Floor maintenance. A 1-and-1 for Horn. Off the mark and rebounded by the Braves. Haskell has it. He finds Verdier. Down low to Cobb. Cobb cutting, Verdier, and finishing. A 6-point lead now for the Braves. 4:40 left in the game.
Pacers have been able to fight their way back into this, but then as soon as they get within striking distance, the Braves kick it back on.
And a bad shot by Rideout there. Missed the rim entirely. And a timeout. Braves. Haskell flings it to the rim, and he's fouled. Haskell knocks down the first. Off the mark, rebounded by McCoy. 7-point lead to Johnson. That's going to be a foul.
Braves committing these fouls, they're taking away the opportunity for the Pacers to try to drain some threes, get right back into it.
Horn with another 1-for-1 here. Horn knocks that one down. Two for two from the line for Horn. Waverly with it. He flips it to Verdier. Verdier to Haskell. Haskell drives. Haskell shoots off the mark, but rebounded by Verdier. Waverly to the corner. There's Haskell. Long pass to Carr. Carr drives. McCoy is there. He shoots. McCoy blocks. But Carr gets his own rebound. 9 seconds. Carr drives again. Turns. Fires. And rattles it home. Good defense from the Pacers. Just couldn't quite finish the play with a rebound.
Yeah, great job of coverage. Great job of blocking. But again, the problem is getting those rebounds. They just have not been able to beat Pembroke at the board.
Blackwell flips to Rideout. Pacers with 3 minutes. 7 points down. Blackwell is there. Now to McCoy. McCoy to Rideout. Sets the screen. Rideout to Horn. 5 seconds on the clock. Horn drives. Horn shoots. Horn off the mark. Rebounded and finished by Tyler Johnson. And a whistle. That's going to be a timeout. 2:50 left. The Pacers 63-58, down by 5. But a good finish by Tyler Johnson on the other end. You need to stop here on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And again, it's going to come down to if the Pacers can nab a rebound. I mean, they've been doing a great job locking down things defensively, guarding in the paint. Now they just got to figure out how to get those rebounds.
Absolutely. I wouldn't be surprised to see one of Delva or Sherman on the floor here out of this timeout. But as you mentioned, the rebounding battle so far in the second half, the Pacers getting a little bit beat up on the glass. They're going to need to lock down here and cut down on these easy shots at the basket as well. Both teams discussing things right now, set to return to the floor here. 2:50 left. Both teams in the bonus. Again, another foul-happy half, although less so in this second half. 9 apiece here as these two teams are set to get back on the floor. Pacers back out. Braves joining them now. The Pacers needing a big stop on defense. And things set to get started once again. Haskell has it. Haskell finds Carr. Carr to Verdier. Verdier to Waverly. Now Carr with it again. Lost the handle but kept it. Pass over to Waverly. Waverly for three. Waverly off the mark, but a rebound. Another second chance opportunity now for the Braves. The flip, the finish. Verdier gets it in. Pacers doing the exact opposite of what they thought, what I thought they may, and that's they're going small ball here. That one's flipped up, off the mark, and rebounded by the Braves. Pushing ahead, Haskell. He flips into the corner. It's off the mark, and a foul. Or no foul, they'll say it was out of bounds off of a Pacer. Now the inbound will come. Waverly. Waverly finally gets it in. To Verdier and a travel.
Might have been a little bit of a makeup call there on that out of bounds call. Not saying it is, not saying it isn't.
Well, either way, the ball goes to the Pacers, and they're going to need to get some points quick here. 2 minutes left. They're down 7. Johnson will inbound to Blackwell. Blackwell turns. It's knocked loose, and it'll be Pacer ball. Right out, inbounds to Horn. Horn down low to McCoy. McCoy backing, turns, fires, off the mark, knocked loose, rebound to the Braves. Johnson fought for it, but couldn't quite get it.
And again, it's Elijah Cobb. His presence under the basket has been devastating for the Pacers on both sides.
He finds Haskell. Haskell to Verdier, to Waverly. Inside to Cobb. Cobb finishes. He's going to tip it in. Pacers want a basket interference, but they won't get it. Flip back to McCoy. McCoy turns, fires, and he finishes. And a timeout taken by the Pacers, trailing by 7 with 1 minute left. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Pacer basketball, 67-60. The UNC Pembroke Braves on top.
It's definitely been a real challenge for this Pacer team taking on the Braves this early in the season.
A tough team. Pacers hanging tough, though. Minute left. And the inbound to Haskell. Trap, long pass over. It's taken away by McCoy and a foul. Send Horn to the line. Excuse me, that's going to be Jalen McCoy at the line. Floor maintenance happening now. And things all figured out now. Or maybe not. So, some more testing of the floor. And a little bit more wiping up now. And things now seemingly figured out. And McCoy will finally shoot the first of two. 1-and-1 opportunity. And he knocks down the first. One minute left in the game. Pacers trail by 6. And that one rims out. Pacers trapping, and a timeout. So quick timeout. Pacers trailing by 6. 54.4 seconds left in the game. Tight defense there, a good trap, but a timeout taken saves the Braves.
And the Pacers, they have a few fouls to give, but a lot of their top scorers are already at 3 fouls on the afternoon. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Jalen McCoy try to get in there and draw some fouls. He only has 1. So he's got some room some wiggle room.
Absolutely. I imagine they're going to try a takeaway here on the inbound and then go from there. But both teams in a little bit of foul trouble, but 67-61 the score. Braves on top. Pacers looking to get a takeaway here on the inbound. They got one on the other side of the floor, and I just got to hope that tight defense comes and makes a play here on the other side.
And with less than a minute, they're really going to have to hustle.
In the inbound to Haskell. He gets it. Trap inside for Deere. Flips outside, and a whistle and a travel. The Pacers bailed out. Pacers now with a chance here. Blackwell has it. McCoy. Blackwell drives, turns, fires. Away off the mark. Out of bounds. And it'll be Pacer ball. Ill-advised shot there by Blackwell, but a lucky break keeps it the way of the Pacers. So right out will inbound for the Pacers. Gets it to McCoy. McCoy turns, fires at the rim, and finishes strong. Flips ahead, finds his man. Carr on the cut. And a foul.
Took too long to draw that foul there. I don't know what they were thinking. They had two guys right there in McCoy and Blackwell, both of which could have easily taken a foul.
Yeah, waited a little too long there. I think a couple of them tried to get a foul off, but it just wasn't called. Either way, Carr will be at the free throw line with a 4-point lead and 19 seconds left on the clock. He misses the first. And Carr rattles in the second, so 1-for-2 trip. Pacers got to go quick. Right out, drives, right out. Somebody's got to shoot, right out drives. He loses the ball, flips it away, and it's taken away. And a big finish for the Braves. Long pass to Johnson, under the basket. He flips, he's fouled. 2.3 seconds left. That's all over but the crying at this point for the Pacers. 70-63 with Tyler Johnson at the line.
Yeah, and one thing I can definitely take away from this game, if I'm the Pacers, is say, we fought with a team that came into the season ranked top 10, and we kept it close pretty much throughout the whole entire matchup. But just a couple of adjustments need to be made. Got to get better at getting the boards. And I mean, again, if you're Jalen McCoy and you're Terry Horn, maybe try to turn it on a little bit earlier, get your team some momentum early on in the game. I think you're going to be just fine for the rest of the season. Yeah,
if nothing else, you proved you belong here in that upper echelon of teams with this performance. And again, long pass ahead. And that is going to do it here from the Convocation Center. 70-64 your score. UNC Pembroke on top. Be sure to tune into PacerSports.com and all of our social media after the game. We will have comments from head coach Mark Vanderslice, and be sure to join us for our next men's home basketball game against Tusculum this Wednesday at 7:30. For now, I'm Jordan Phillips, joined by Marcus Johnson. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you next time.